Shit, it's my mom's birthday today. Hold on a minute. I do have to call her.
Call her up. And while you're doing that, I think you have a new
call her
sponsor idea for your show. I think some tapioca pudding
Did
company.
you get
needs to be the
permission to
sponsor.
actually call her? Is she going to actually answer?
She's never gonna. She won't answer, but maybe she will. I don't know. Let's find out.
She already said she didn't want to be on the show.
She already had her lawyers tell me that she would never answer the phone on a Wednesday evening, just in case. But let's just try that. So while we're talking, let's do a little ASMR.
Oh, I hate ASMR.
We're really gonna do some ASMR because we have this great little bit about ASMR.
We do have a bit about ASMR and how much I hate ASMR. It's so fucking creepy.
Hey, Todd. Do you listen to ASMR?
It's kind of turning me on right now, guys. I don't know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Open up the envelope and see if there's rice inside.
Oh, fuck, there's rice inside.
Hi, Ma. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That's Todd. That's my friend Todd. Happy birthday.
Oh. Oh, it's Todd.
Oh, no.
No, it's tomorrow.
And the award for worst son goes to.
You just got owned by your mom.
My alarm went off and told me that it was your birthday,
tomorrow.
Mom. It's the 13th. Is it the 14th? Oh shit! Kelly's coming in here to tell us to keep it down.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they're doing voiceovers in the other room.
Shit.
Well, they're still doing ADR. Tom told me they would be done.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Sorry, Ma. We're in the middle of
gonna have
recording our podcast, but
sorts
thank
of
you
naughty
so
words.
much for owning me on the air.
Happy birthday, Dad.
birthday.
Happy birthday
early.
tomorrow.
I think she hung up.
So ADR next door is going to have some really colorful language in their movie, whether they want it or
Oh,
not.
my mommy hung up on me. God damn it.
Ma, it's tomorrow.
You're owned.
That's priceless.
Owned 2 times by
Wait,
your mom.
I have a new ringtone now. It's going to be his
It's
mom
tomorrow.
owning her.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Thanks for not knowing.
Thanks for not knowing, idiot.
You stupid idiot. Ricin is a powerful neurotoxin. I think I'm going to die. Carbs.
Anyway, let's talk about this Aladdin trailer, the most recent Aladdin trailer we actually saw.
Okay, so I've
this,
really got to catch
this whole
up.
Aladdin movie has been a freaking journey
Just a
from beginning to
roller
end.
coaster. Have you?
Now,
see the new
is this
one?
like the one that just came out?
Yeah, the one that
yesterday
just
or
No,
the
I
day
have not
before?
seen this one because I saw the last one
that was
and
hor-
was so horrified that I just kind of checked out. I forgot that movie was coming out like 30 seconds after I watched that
We
trailer.
raw dogged that.
It gets better, but it also gets worse.
It gets weirder.
my goodness.
Yeah, where it's just like, okay, like on one hand, I'm a little bit more excited than I was before, and a little bit less Jesus God. But then there's also a factor where it's just like, no.
I've been intrigued by this from the beginning. I mean, okay, Guy Ritchie. I mean, how does a corporation like Disney,
Pick Guy
decide
Ritchie.
on Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
to do their film, which made me very excited because you don't hire Guy Ritchie to make your movie. You hire Guy Ritchie to make his movie.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued by that. But then the trailer comes out and it just looks horrific. Well, okay, let me
It
back.
looks flat too. It
looks
that
very
first
flat,
trailer
yeah.
looked very flat. It was like you had that one drone shot of the parade, and there were like 6 animals, and the camera didn't move, and they were just slowly meandering down the street, and that was their shot.
Yeah, and they had that really unpleasant shot of the genie that nobody was a fan of.
Yeah, saying the
Right.
most uncharismatic line humanly possible.
But in this new trailer, it looks like they took the internet's notes and
Really quick turnaround.
a real quick turnaround. They actually did some tweaking on some of the genie CGI, so it is not as god awful as it was in that first one,
the
where it's almost
smoke-
like okay.
The smoke cloud still looks like 1996 Twister. So that it doesn't really attach to the lower half of his body real well. So it looks like he was just standing there and they just kind of like digitally erased his legs and stuck the smoke underneath it. So it still doesn't work.
Well, and here's the thing that I'm thinking. I'm actually thinking that, depending on what you're wanting from this film, I think this could be a really good sign. Because I think this is a sign that Disney doesn't know how to market this particular film very well. And that might mean that Guy Ritchie has maybe made something really interesting. It's certainly going to be very different than the Robin Williams animated,
Oh, sure. I mean, it's very much more like the Broadway musical, the Broadway stage show version.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And we said in the previous time we talked about Aladdin that Robin Williams' shoes are very big to fill. I don't expect Will Smith.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
Right.
and I wouldn't want him to try to attempt to be Robin Williams because you can't. He has to be Will Smith.
Right.
So, I mean, those are big shoes to fill, and I don't have any expectations that way. It's just,
It's the director of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, as we said in the last episode, doesn't seem like the most profoundly good choice for a show or for a film like that, just because it doesn't seem to be the style. And we know from the number of times that other directors have been fired off from Disney films that they don't really want somebody with quote unquote style. I mean, they got rid of Edgar Wright because he was making a movie that was way too Edgar Wright a film.
Right. Yeah.
They got rid of Patty Jenkins for the same reason. I mean, they dump directors when the director doesn't follow through with the Disney style. So I'm not sure. I mean, there were some energetic shots in Sherlock, but is Sherlock or the Sherlock Holmes films, is that the direction that you want to go with? Again, Aladdin.
Yeah, it intrigues me because I'm wondering what their script is like. So I don't know. It's got me more intrigued than, say, Jon Favreau directing The Lion King,
Although
which
Favreau's Jungle Book was
and
fine.
Jon Favreau is wonderful. Nothing, but I have this fear that it's going to be almost a shot-for-shot remake of the animated film, whereas I have the feeling that this is going to be very far from a shot-for-shot remake of Aladdin, the animated film.
you say that, but in the new trailer, there are indications that it might be.
Oh, God!
But I will say though, they did take notes about the CGI in particular, where the genie doesn't look quite as much as like the Fruit Gushers Blueberry Nightmare that he was before.
He doesn't look like he's halfway
better.
between being like eating the gum from the Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
That's what I thought too.
The one thing that I say it is a concern that I am concerned with is the dude who plays Jafar.
Still sounds
He
like
still sounds like accounts receivable dude.
Yeah.
he sounds like that guy that you really don't want to get on the phone when you're trying to ask about the store's return policy.
Oh yeah,
He does not sound like he is the
meanest
magical...
barista at Starbucks. You do not want to get him and ask like for any half calf mocha latte or anything because he's going to be a real bitch about it.